there. I'm making tumblers today. Thought maybe you'd like to watch. So I've weighed out all my clay. I'm going to make 8 today. I've weighed out all my clay, 1.5 pounds each. I watch other potters working and I notice that their heads weave and bob a lot. So you'll have to see if I do that without noticing it. Working with thrice recycled buff stoneware. Meaning that I got it when it had been thrown and discarded. I used it. And then this is made from my bag of throwing scraps. So when I've got gunk like this or pieces that I trim off, I have a bag over here that I drop them into. And when it gets full, I close it up and it all magically homogenizes, and then I have to wedge it. So it's not all that magic. Alrighty. Getting ready to open. So everybody does things differently. You might watch other pottery videos and say, hey, that's not what Judy did. Yep, everybody's got their own way of doing things. I've been making pots for a total of about 29 years. That's sort of 22 years that I've been at it in this last stretch of time. So I've opened up the pot, and I have a flat floor, but I'm going to make it real nice and flat using this tool. This is my wooden rib. I'm sort of cleaning the slippery stuff off my fingers so I can get a real good grip on it here. Because the clay wants to grab things out of your hands. Okay, so I'm coming inside, holding that nice and steady, and just making a nice flat floor inside of my cylinder. Scraped off a little bit of clay. Alrighty. Here we go, I'm ready to start pulling. So my inside hand is sort of staying in a vertical position. I'm not applying any pressure from the inside. Using this part of my finger as counter pressure for what's happening on the outside. Touching my hands together, you can see that. right here. That gives me so much stability. If my hands were separate, it would be harder to hold them still. So even when they're further apart, I can still connect them like this. So now, from here up has been thinned out on the inside. Now I'm going to come slow down a little bit and get underneath this bulk at the bottom. So yep, a little of this soft stuff squirting off. This is that's the stuff that I recycle. Well, we'll see if I can make it through 4 recyclings with this clay. So yes, I've thinned out the top half already, so I'm just sort of keeping that straight. Not really thinning the top out anymore. Top half. So if I look straight down the inside wall of this pot, I can see that the inside is vertical, and then I can see that it flares out at the base, so I'm going to make another pull to thin that out. So I've slowed my wheel down because the clay is getting thin and it's in a more delicate condition when it's thinned out. And so I'm also slowing down the rate at which I make my pulls. Yep, I bumped that rim out up at the top, didn't I? I'm gonna have to collar that back in. So this is collaring. Get it nice and wet. Right behind the camera, I have a mirror that I can check so that I can see the profile of my pot without having to bend down like this. So I have this Neato tool. It's called a sponge on a stick. That's just what it is. And that's for reaching into tall things to mop out the water at the bottom. I could get my hand inside there if I really need to. All right. I'm going to trim away this little bit of skirt down at the base. Made the cut so that this stuff isn't attached to my pot any longer, but it's still on the wheel head and it's still in my way, so if I get underneath it like that, then I can easily peel that little ring of clay away. to leave a little raise at the bottom just so it gives it some elevation. Now I'm going to take this tool. This is called a flexible metal rib. It flexes to accommodate the curve of my pot. So I'm going to start way down here. And what I'm doing with this tool is I'm super smoothing. And part of the reason for that is I'm going to have to take this pot off of the wheel. And if it was real slippery, I wouldn't be able to get a very good grip on it. Oh, I'm going to push this up from the inside. Just that spot. So the slippery stuff like this, we have also creatively named slip. Slip is good for when you need it slippery. A little bit of an uneven top. I'm going to use this needle tool. I keep looking in the mirror. Needle tool to even that up. And then I'm going to use a little piece of wet paper towel to smooth that rim so it's nice and pleasant to drink from. There's still a little blob sticking there. Come here, you blob. Come here, you blob. Interestingly, I have found that the little blobs stick better on the needle tool than my fingers trying to grab them. All right. Ready? That took way too long. Way too long. Took way too long.